nothing in the world that I like better than bacon and lettuce and homegrown tomatoes. Up in the morning, out in the garden, get you a ripe one, do not get a hard one. Plant 'em in the springtime, eat 'em in the summer. A winter without 'em's a culinary bummer. I forget about all the sweating and digging every time I go out and pick me a big one. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. You can go out to eat, that's for sure, but there's nothing a homegrown tomato won't cure. Put 'em in a salad, put 'em in a stew. Make your own berry tomato juice. You can eat 'em with eggs, you can eat 'em with gravy. You can eat 'em with beans, pinto or navy. Put 'em on the side, put 'em in the middle. Put a homegrown tomato on a hot cake griddle. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Now if I had to trade this life I lead, I'd be Johnny Tomato Seed, 'cause I know what this country needs is a homegrown tomatoes in every yard you see. But when I die, don't bury me in a box, in a cemetery. Out in the garden would be much better, and I'd be pushing up the homegrown tomatoes. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes.